Hope you're having a good, safe Thursday. For the rest of tonight into our Friday morning, a weather impact alert will continue for heavy rain that could lead to flooding and gusty winds that could lead to possible downed trees and power outages. So a 1-2 punch overnight tonight into our Friday. You need to avoid flooded roads and charge those devices up. If you don't have to be out driving overnight, it's recommended to not be out driving because, yeah, there's going to be a lot of high water. Roads are going to be filled with water. Driving is going to be treacherous. And again, we could see some downed trees and power outages as well. So not great travel weather tonight and through at least the first half of Friday. Matter of fact, a weather impact alert at least into our early to maybe mid-afternoon, at least to about 2 p.m. it looks like, before the winds start to relax later in the day. But flooding early and then a high wind impact. That could cause some of those downed trees and power lines. And again, avoid flooded roadways early and continue to keep those devices charged up. So here's what we're looking at as far as the almanac today. Rainfall at the airport just under 1.5 inches so far, as we've seen another soaker. By the way, check this out. Yeah, just like that, we averaged 3.49 inches for September, close to 3.5, and we're just under 5. So just like that, we have nearly a 2-inch surplus. The high today 64 and the low 64, the high today at 70 degrees. So it's been another soggy day. Here's our futurecast for the rest of tonight into our Friday morning. There's the waves of moderate to heavy rainfall moving in tonight and early in the morning. So again, more heavy rainfall, especially coming off the mountains and into other parts of the foothills. Excessive rainfall could lead to more significant flooding. Now, really concerned about that from western North Carolina into the mountains of Tennessee, and high winds to boot. Matter of fact, notice as the rain shuts off early Friday or into our Friday morning, that's as the high winds kick in. And then the scatter showers will start to taper off the rest of our Friday afternoon and evening. The winds will slowly begin to relax, but not before, again, creating quite a bit of an impact tomorrow with both the heavy rain early and the high winds. Let me show you our wind forecast. This is wind gust. 40 to 50 mile per hour winds plus. This is just a model forecast. We could see winds as high as 65 miles per hour, even in parts of the valley. So we have a high wind warning in place from 8 o'clock tonight through 8 p.m. Friday for that potential. Now let me show you, there's a look at that circulation from Helene that's going to be weaker and weakening as it comes across, but it's still got a lot of wind energy. Notice there's a little bit of a minimum of winds right there. That's actually the center of circulation, what's left over from the remnant circulation of Helene, as it's kind of, ironically enough, passing by through our region. And look on the backside, the winds kick back up. And it's kind of interesting as we see that play out. Then the winds will relax later tomorrow night and especially Saturday. Some high school football games have started to begin that process of being shifted from Friday night to many of those probably going to be on Saturday. That's a good decision because the winds will be much less by later Saturday. So probably still looking at some scattered showers around, but at least not nearly as impactful. Now, tracking the tropics, Helene, a major hurricane that will continue to be tracking into the Big Bend of Florida tonight. Could be a hurricane, then weaker tropical storm all the way through the state of Georgia. May not weaken from a tropical storm to a depression until it gets closer to the Tennessee-Georgia state line. Then it will be weaker over us, but as we saw, bring in lots of rain and bring in lots of wind energy. Then it's going to be shifting out of our region by later Friday night and Saturday. Then it will be in west and middle Tennessee as a kind of an extra tropical low, kind of weakening system. And then we'll see some of those scattered showers rotating back in Saturday and Sunday. But that's your forecast for Helene. Here's your forecast tonight. Flood watch will be in place through 2 p.m. Friday, a high wind warning in place through 8 p.m. Friday. So again, heavy rain, strong winds, possibility of flooding, and power outages tonight and tomorrow morning. We're in the mid-60s. Tomorrow for your Friday, again, high wind warning continues. Those showers early, but otherwise a windy day. A weather impact alert through Friday afternoon. And then we're looking at some scattered showers, but calming conditions this weekend. And next week, October 1st is Tuesday, and it looks like we'll have beautiful weather for the first week of October.